Talk shoes.
Recorded live.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I am very honored. I'm very honored to be hosting the 2017 Indy Power Rankings Top 100 Mid-Year Update. Now, let me just reiterate here. This isn't the final rankings, obviously, for 2017. This is just an update up until this point in 2017. Obviously, you will hear the Top 100 2017 end of the year final ranking sometime in December. So that being said, got a lot of great talents here that are on the Top 100. We have a lot of great guests that will be calling in at some point here during the show, including Ruby Raze, Jeff Cannonball, Aidan Blackhart, Gary J, Zodiac, Corey Storm, Dave Kalypso, John Wayne Murdoch, and more. Matt Ritter as well. So before I get into the top 10 here, or the top 100, excuse me, just a reminder. This upcoming Tuesday, July 4th, I will not be hosting the Indy Power Rankings Top 10 Reveal, as it is a federal holiday. I work for a federal municipality. I would like to enjoy my day off. And plus, as everybody on Philadelphia Podcast Network, it's optional, so I'm going to wind up doing that. So July 4th, there will not be a show. I will return the next week, which will be July 11th, for the first installment of the Top 10 on its new home at Philly-the-Void Podcast Network. You can listen to us on Spreaker, Spreaker.com/filling_the_void. You can listen to us also on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Player FM, TuneIn Radio, and you may also follow from the Filling the Void Podcast Network on YouTube as well. So it's just, I must say, it's a great honor to be hosting a show for the Indy Power Rankings. As I had stated before in many of my social media outlets, you can follow me at Kalypso426. That's with Kalypso with a K, K-A-L-Y-P-S-O 426 on Twitter. Instagram, same thing, Kalypso426. And find Dave Kalypso on Facebook. So those are all my social media publications. The Top 100 Mid-Year and the Top 100 Finale. Always my favorite podcasts of the year. And that goes the same with the Tag Team Top 50. As you will hear that tomorrow or either on Wednesday or Thursday on Fill in the Void Podcast Network as well. And as another programming reminder, the Tag Team Top 5 will remain on Wednesdays. However, it'll be changed. The timing is going to be changed from 10 p.m. Eastern Time to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, I should have pointed out that the Singles Top 10 will be broadcasted live 7 p.m. Eastern on Fill in the Void Podcast Network every Tuesday after the 4th of July. So I want to thank everybody at the Indy Power Rankings for, again, bestowing this hosting honor upon me. When I first started podcasting, I basically got my start doing a show about the independents and a show about, main television wrestling. Now I broke away from that for a long while, and now I'm back to my roots. I get to do a show about the indies, and I get to do about TV wrestling without having to mix anything in. So this is a great thing for me. I hope I don't let any of you down as the host of the Indy Power Rankings. That includes the official voters. That includes all the talent that this is something that they look forward to. And in the meantime, if I pronounce your name wrong, I am very sorry. I'm normally pretty good at it, but I'm not too sure today. Well, not even today. Just not too sure for this episode. So I'll work on that definitely for for the future. So, again, we got plenty of guests here coming in today. And wherever you're listening, whether it be on the recording here at Talk Shoe, at Fill in the Void Podcast Network, everything, I hope you enjoy the show. I hope you enjoy everything going forward. And I also hope that your favorite independent wrestler is ranked here in the top 100. And furthermore, if your favorite independent talent is ranked here in the top 100, I hope that they are, I hope they're ranked where you feel that they deserve. Or, if you have any complaints, go vote. Because your People's Choice votes will also count in the eventual ranking of the talents here at the Indy Power Rankings. So, gets the step in, gets the vote. And I'm going to name, all right, so let's see how, I'm going to just explain really quick how this works. I'm going to name the talents. I'm going to name how many rankings they've had and at what number position. So it's going to be either anywhere from 1 to 10, and then it's also going to be honorable mentions. So however many honorable mentions they received up until this point, how many number 1 rankings, 2, 3, and so on. So, and then these talents, whoever come on for an interview, they'll be able to plug their social media and appearances, so this way you could find them in any which way that you could possibly find them. I do recommend, though, trying to pay attention to what I'll be saying closely because, maybe it's a name that you know. And I would definitely recommend searching a lot of these men and women out and giving them a view, probably on their YouTubes, on their social media accounts. There's definitely a million ways to find a lot of these wrestlers. So, and yes, I did say men and women. There is no separate top 100 men. There is no separate top 100 male, no female separate rankings. It is all on the same outlet. So I always found that cool about the Indy Power Rankings as well, being an equal opportunity to men, women, anybody of the sort. So, okay, let me just throw out a few plugs here really quick. You can also find the Indy Power Rankings at Indy Power Ranking. Leave off the GS for good savings. You may also find us on the web, Indy Power Rankings, IPR.wordpress.com. This is where you can vote for your top 10 and your top 10 singles and top 5 tag teams for the week. You can also buy our shirts. Go do it now at ProWrestlingTees.com/IndyPower. You can also find Indy Power Rankings on Instagram and Indy Power Rankings on Facebook. There's a lot of places you can find us, so there's no reason for you not to miss. And also the WordPress site, where Indy Power Rankings, IPR.wordpress.com, is where you can also find the rankings for the week. If you happen to miss any of our podcasts here, and if you did, shame on you. But other than that, you can always find them on there. All right. Enough of my dilly-dallying. Let me get to the top 100 of the Indy Power Rankings up until this point in 2017. Number 100 is Delilah Doom. Bad Bones John Klinger is at number 99. Number 98 is Aidan Blackhart. Number 97 is Tim Donst. Number 96 is Rory Gulak. And number 95 is Mexberg, also known as Mex. Let me bring on our caller here. Let's see if this works.
Hello?
Hello. Is this Aidan by chance? Oh, you there?
Hello?
Yes, my apologies about that. I'm getting used to this. How's it going?
No, it's not too bad. Just rolled in the door like 5 minutes ago. I was kind of worried that I wouldn't make it to the house in time.
No, that's okay, and a pleasure for. Thank you for making it, and giving us the time. Obviously, this is Aidan Blackhart, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, and I don't know if you heard, but you are ranked number 98 here on the Indy Power Rankings top 100 here so far up until this point in 2017.
Ooh, awesome.
You were bestowed one number 6 ranking and an honorable mention. So congratulations on the placement on the top 100. There's thousands of indie wrestlers out there. I just want you to maybe talk about a little bit up until this point in 2017 and what your career has been up to these days up until this point.
Well, to be specific, with 2017, a lot of people make New Year's resolutions and post goals, and it's been kind of a trend on Facebook where people will put 10 goals that they want to accomplish in wrestling in that year. I think I briefly talked about it on my Facebook page at Asian Martian. A few goals that I have, but I made a personal, top 10 list. This is what I'm going to do this year, and I've knocked off quite a few of them without going into too much detail. But essentially, that's just kind of been my goal, is to meet and surpass as many goals as I can this year, push my name out there, get my brand together. I've been kind of finding my niche in the deathmatch world, and I'm trying to push that, especially throughout the rest of this year and 2018 as well.
Yeah, as I was browsing through online over here, I see that you're promoted for the Crimson Cup, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it's the first ever SoCal Crimson Cup by Blood Brothers Pro Wrestling. Yeah,
I gotta say, I've always loved deathmatch wrestling. Ever since I was a kid. Now I'm approaching 30. Ugh, gross. Anyway, so what made you get into that niche? Just to kind of do this really briefly.
Really briefly is trying to find a style for myself that fits me and my personal persona and character, much that I also apply to my wrestling character. I've always been attracted to it and in awe of it. I think if you look at me and how I wrestle, it makes more sense me doing that than trying to get in like the Ted Petty Invitational or something that a better grappler or technical wrestler or more polished high flyer or different style wrestler. I think the hardcore deathmatch, roughneck, brawler kind of fits me more than anything else. I was doing comedy for a long time, and I felt like that kept me lower mid card. I was doing a fitness gimmick with a shake weight, and I think I was just like the shake weight guy. Now that I'm the Hellraiser and I'm trying to just act like a complete psychopath and kill everyone, I've been finding a little bit more, I want to say, success a little bit.
Okay, so with that being said, we're at June 27, 2017. Just about 6 months down, in this calendar, and What are the rest of the months and days looking like for Aidan Blackhart to close out, hopefully, 2017?
Well, right now I'm the current IWA Mid-South Tag Team Champion. Me and Justin Storm have been tearing it up down there, wanting to venture out and find more tag team bookings. Also, I have some unconfirmed death matches coming up, and on the East Coast. I'm going to try to get out to California a little bit more. You can check me out at IWA Mid-South. We run every Thursday. We have deathmatch and bigger shows on Saturdays. We're looking for a new building to do that. But you can check me out on my Facebook and my Twitter at Aidan Blackhart, so on and so forth. And I'm just trying to, like I said, get out there, get my name out there, and spill as much blood as I can in some unorthodox ways.
If there's anything I've learned over the years, following wrestling, being in it myself for a little bit and kind of following it since then, there's one thing that fans can never get tired of, and that's bloodshed.
Oh, for sure. But it's got to be good bloodshed. IWA's mantra is bloodshed for the sake of bloodshed, but even that has to have a meaning. Some people get a bad rap saying I'm a deathmatch guy, and then people think, oh, you just get hit with a glass and bleed and lay there. And I think there's a lot of guys out on the independents, and I could sit here and name wrestlers